Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 348 of the Wrestle Podcast. My name is JOJOLANDS. Joining me today, Christian Salado.
He almost fumbled it. He almost fumbled the opening, but we'll let it pass.
We're here to talk about JOJOLANDS, Christian.
Yes.
Today.
But first,
like and subscribe.
Shit
like that.
Now, I was thinking today about if this is someone's first episode, they'll be very confused.
About what?
Because they clicked on a JoJo video.
Right.
You know what I mean? What are we doing? Do we really care about YouTube? I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, no one's really clicking on these JoJo videos, so we're just doing it for a meme.
100, 200 people.
Right.
You know?
Halves Barry becomes the hero.
The hero of the show instead of the villain.
Right. So we're here to talk about a JoJo.
But first, Eric, that One Piece anime. Is this in contention for best episode? Is this in contention? I am enjoying I think they finally found the effect for Conquerors. I think they finally found the right effect. They started
experimenting in Lucci vs. Luffy.
But I think they finally found the correct effect.
They're trying.
Alright?
Again, it's very annoying just doing a straight black.
I understand that, Eric.
It's annoying.
I understand that. But Eric, have they found the colouring for it? I think they have. I'm satisfied. Are you satisfied?
It's good.
Alright? Gapu Kuzan, Eric. What are your thoughts?
Garp's watching this man in the anime.
It's basically the same as the manga. There's a few extra choreography scenes or whatever. But Gapu put in that work. We know about the old man, Eric.
Right.
What do we know about the old man? They still got it, but they only got it for 5 minutes. Right?
Low stamina.
You know, Whitebeard's saw some crazy shit, but
people, Blue Hole looking cool.
Blue Hole looking cool, Eric.
People memed it in the manga, but it looks good.
Yeah.
I don't know why he made a weird sculpture to stand on.
He escaped the ice ball, made a little rising platform to snipe. You know, whatever. That's cool. But Eric, what are your thoughts on that Garp dodge and then a low attack? That low
gut punch uppercut situation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, but again, he's punching like relatively small ice blocks or something.
Could be sending him back.
I like it. It's good.
Cool. Eric, you know what it is? It is in-canon filler that fits the vision. You know why? Because we're not doing crazy shit. We're not blowing up the planet. And then next frame, the goons are alive.
Right.
It's good.
We like it.
It's quality. Now, the next scene of importance. BB and the Beppo crack. Alright? Beppo takes that crack. He goes Sulong. Eric, the legendary Sulong. Eric, Oda told us.
He's been memeing it for
Oda said the legendary Beppo Sulong, Eric. Is indeed legendary, Eric.
Yes.
As we know, BB's crew are very sloppy. BB himself, when he's trying to fight someone, very sloppy. He's a sloppy man.
Gets caught off guard.
He's always saying, no, wait. You have the quake fruit, my friend. Just hit that rock with that quake. But he's sloppy, he's messy, Eric.
Right.
That's what BB is. And then Beppo's doing kung fu, smacking the shit out of Van Olga.
Shut up, man. He did what he could. Laws alive.
Apparently Van Olga's aura is down the drain, Eric.
Can't break some rocks.
But broke the cracker biscuits.
But I can break the cracker biscuits. These rocks are Kongan plus.
Plus.
Right.
Because they took 3 shots.
It didn't break. This is what we talk about with the anime consistency. Oda's maybe not the most consistent, but it's somewhat relevant.
Yeah. So, shout out BB, shout out Beppo, pulling through as the first commander. Hey, guess who didn't pull through? Killer. He got annihilated as the side piece. What do you think about that?
It's unfortunate.
What do you think about that?
Killer's in some kind of blood pact with Kid. It's unfortunate.
He doesn't want to be there. I don't think he wants to be there. He's always memeing Kid.
He wants to be with Luffy.
He's always memeing Kid, telling him, wait, hold on, you shit.
Right.
So Beppo has that loyalty of the first mate.
Alright.
That's what Beppo's got.
Well, let me see what you got for topic of the show. not anything relevant to what I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
One Piece Day.
I wanted to save it for the actual episode because there's a discussion to have about wit. There's a discussion there, Eric.
But there was no real news. There was no games.
No.
They did some bullshit.
Of course, there's a new Crane game, Eric.
Right.
There's no actual new game. There's a Crane game. You know, the new gotcha in 7-Eleven. Voice actors, Eric. Studio Wit News. That's the only thing that matters.
Right.
That's One Piece Day.
Anyway, you're not getting that anime for a long time.
No.
So, get prepared.
Yeah, get prepared.
Get prepared for the Egghead post arc. You ain't ready.
It's coming this week, Eric.
Should we get into JoJo?
Let's get into JoJo. We're at the JoJo episode. JoJo chapter 17, Eric. Are you starting to feel the ramp up?
I'm starting to... Araki building the plot. We got some villains. We got some subplots.
We have motivations.
We got a stand.
We got a lot of things going on, Eric. We got content this week.
We got a cabal.
We got a cabal. We got content.
Classic JoJo. Now, this man will send villain after villain after villain after them.
Of course.
As they meander across Hawaii.
Hawaii doing quests.
Right.
Alright. But eventually the problem is right now, the gang doesn't really have a mission. They complete their mission. They're gonna go back to Merly Bay, get the QR for the stands, beat these stand users, go back. See what Merly Bay has to say. Because we all know she's in on the deal. Maybe she's got a deal with Hela. Maybe
a deal with the bank.
Who knows, Eric? But
Maybe
we know she's sus.
Maybe certain members of Congress could show.
We know she's sus.
Right.
We know she's definitely sus. Alright? But the JoJo Lands is heating up, Eric. If this indeed is the final villain, I reckon we're looking at a 50 chapter part.
Is that short?
Well, normally the monthly ones are 100 chapters. I mean, we're doing an epic quest. Epic shit's going on. If this is the only quest, survive Hela, we can get this done in 50 chapters. Araki can retire at a nice age of 70.
Has Araki said he wants to put a pinpoint and we're done?
See, Eric, the only statements Araki's had is, I am manga. I live until it's over.
Right.
So he doesn't. We all think the last part is 9 because of his age.
He could go again.
The man said he is manga. So
I feel like I don't feel like there's gonna be a grand statement like JoJo's finished. I think this is gonna just be like a
part.
Another story in the JoJo epic. Done. Yeah. Not like the JoJo epic is complete.
Well, we're not pulling all the JoJos from the different dimensions and doing crazy
like
shit.
Like we wanted to in the Sistine Chapel.
Okay. Of course, Eric. Now, Mr. Hela looks kind of like Giorno sometimes.
How is Araki not going to have a fight in the Vatican?
Eric, he's got some things to say about the government and land rights. Right? Araki's This is how we know Araki's an old-ass man. He's complaining about the government and land rights, right? And private companies taking over public land. You know, it's a very old man topic.
Right.
Right?
He's yeah.
So
this might just literally just be about land rights the whole time. Which is alright.
JoJoLands, Eric. It's in the title. But let's get into the chapter. We start off in a private jet. A man and a few ladies, Eric, eating sweet peas from Hokkaido, Japan. And you get a nice little classic Araki fruit fact for you, Eric. There we go.
Classic.
You thought it was over. You thought part A was finished.
No.
No. You get those Hokkaido facts about the legendary Nippon sweet peas from Hokkaido, only grown in three small farms. Very expensive, Eric. Very tasty. Very exclusive. Perhaps I might buy this land. I might spend a little bit of money.
Right.
I might grease a few pockets, spend a few rubles, buy this land, Eric. This man just wants to buy. He just wants shit. Alright? He doesn't care.
Unclear what the Halo Corporation does.
Buys land. Develops land.
It feels like this guy is just a straight up hustler using the lava rock to get what he wants. I don't think he's actually selling a product.
He's building resorts. So he's a property developer.
He's a real estate man.
He's a real estate man. He's
That's
a property
true.
developer.
Well, was he waiting for the permits to build on Hawaii, Christian? Is this
Yes. That's the whole thing.
the plan? And now we'll get into it. But
We'll get into it, but the government have something to say about that, Eric. Eric, we land the jet. A goof. Classic Iraqi.
we know this man's been up to no good.
Poindexter design.
Right.
A bank man.
Will this man have a stand at any point?
No.
Will we fight
No.
the Dolphin Bank?
No.
It's about money.
It is about money, Eric. But I doubt the bank
Dolphin
man...
Bank seems to have ulterior motives with the Hailers, Christian.
Well, they found out some information. They want their money back. Right?
I feel like the bank might come into play at some point.
Okay. Bank heist, Eric.
Maybe.
The bank gets a hand on the rock. We will love a good bank heist.
Little... 30 seconds.
Okay.
Iraqi's political view. What? Because we know you.
He hates everyone.
He's an isolationist. What would you call Iraqi? Because we know you think Oda's fundamentally an anarchist.
I think
nature.
Iraqi really cares about the environment.
He's an environmentalist.
And the produce and the nature and what humans have done to nature. I think he's more of an environmentalist, Eric. Because that's more of what we're going on about with Part 8 and Part 9, I guess.
Okay.
So I think Iraqi's more of an environmentalist. He's got this environmental message. What's Jordana going to do with this rock?
Right.
Is he going to give the land back to the people? Or is he going to just keep this land and make the money?
We'll see.
Maybe Iraqi's the ultimate capitalist. He says, "Fuck you, natives. This is my land." But not the Nippon land. You can't touch the
He's
Nippon.
half native, isn't he? I think they're half Japanese, half Hawaiian. Right?
It's unclear.
Wasn't that in like the first chapter?
I think Jorgota's just hesitant.
Why do I feel like someone stated this fact?
I don't think so. We saw the husband in the flashback chapter. He's just some guy, Eric.
That's true.
He's not a Hawaiian guy. He's just some guy.
Iraqi's already old with parents.
He doesn't give a fuck,
Right.
really. But the man from the bank, Eric, very sus man. Howler gets off the plane. He goes, "What do you want? This is a private area. We are the bank man, Eric. We want our money back."
He tells them they're fucked.
Yeah. Since the government is taking the land off Mr. Howler, Mr. Howler going to jail for illegal business practice, right?
And
the bank says, "We want our money back."
It's more that he's how much in the hole now that he doesn't own this land.
Yeah, but he's also they want to take the land or they want the money back because he's going to go to jail.
He's a criminal.
Because they was going to jail because
Right.
they heard the rumors, Eric, that the land was taken off him. And he goes, "What do you mean I'm bankrupt?" "Well, looks like you bought all this shit, and you owe us about $10 billion. You owe us about $38 billion.
Right.
We want all that money." And I was like, "Fuck this, fuck you."
It's interesting that he doesn't seem. This is why I say he's kind of like a 2-bit bum using the rock. Like he's not an actual businessman.
They do call him a country bumpkin.
Right.
So I imagine him with a southern accent, I guess.
Right, but I feel he doesn't seem like he has any business acumen at all, because he goes, "But they told me to borrow this money, and they told me to buy this jet because of tax." So he just seems like he's running around with using the rock to his leverage. Not a true businessman.
It's heavily implied he used the rock once and then he's had luck since then.
Right, but he seemed. We'll get to it, but I feel his statement about I don't know what color it is.
Yeah.
Is them various colors?
Various different rarities and different effects.
Do 6 men have a rock each, and they'll have different colors?
Who knows, Zach? We're gonna find the rock keepers of the Halo luck fortune.
Maybe.
All right. Why did Rohan have them? Where did Rohan get these from?
A mangaka cushion from Japan.
I'm a legendary mangaka from Japan. Where did he get these rocks from? Will he return? Many questions, Eric. But Eric, since the government's taking away their land, Howard is now bankrupt, and he's got to pay up He is $38 billion in the hole.
That's a big
deep.
hole.
That's a deep hole, Eric. You ain't getting out of that hole.
No.
It's over.
Big problem. And that interest on that bill.
Nah, it's over. It's done.
Billions of dollars a year. Terrible.
You can't be like Deku and get that McDonald's job and pay it off.
Shout out Deku.
Alright, you can't do that. Alright. He's a lot of money in the hole. Alright? Hella mad, Eric. He's mad, but he's not that mad.
Right.
He knows what's up.
He doesn't have the Mingo vein going on.
No, he doesn't have the Mingo vein.
I just gotta get the Rock back. I'm good.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hella needs to talk to Mr. Bobby Jeans, Eric. Mr. Bobby Jeans. The assassin mustache man.
Right.
We cut over to Bobby Jeans and Lulu. They're looking for the van in the parking lot. Lulu notices the rose hairpins of Dragona.
She wants them.
She wants them, starts freaking out. Her stand is being attacked. She starts bleeding. She works out that since her stand is being attacked, and since they're going to the hospital, they must be trying to use the imaging machine to see it and see within the body. So they head inside and they go have a look, Eric. Then we cut over to Jodio and Yusugi
He's spazzing out.
He's spazzing out. He's getting brain damage.
His lungs are getting punched or whatever.
He's all fucked up.
Right.
Classic bit. A classic bit.
Yusuke might be the greatest character Raki's ever written.
He's a great big character, right? He's we're flailing around. Yusuke's gonna make a copy of this MRI machine to get the right image.
Right.
But again, many questions about this because wouldn't it just make the wrong image, and then they're not gonna be able to cure him?
It's not very well. Yeah.
Therefore, more comedy ensues, Eric.
Again, can the MRI see the stand?
Well, if you can see the stand,
or if you're viewing the MRI through your eyes, you can see the stand.
You can see stands through cameras if you have a stand.
Right, but does the camera imprint the image of the stand, but it's invisible if you don't have a stand?
Yes.
Well, if stand rules, whatever, but you know.
Yeah, but Yusuke freaking out. We got a little comedy bit here with him basically cracking out because his brain's getting attacked.
Right.
He's bleeding from the ears. He's all fucked up. They're rushing him out the door.
The crew doesn't really care.
They're like,
shut up, man.
They're like, we don't really care about this crack man.
Right.
But I guess we got to save him. So they pull him into the next room and they're going to use his stand to make a copy of the MRI machine. Right? Howler gets in contact with Bobby, but he wants to talk to Lulu, Eric. He doesn't trust Bobby with the rock.
Right.
He goes, Lulu, you gotta take him out. Take him out, give me that rock. Alright, and she goes, we'll do it.
Right.
Bobby Jeans fires off his pistol, Eric.
So we're gonna stand ability.
I'm guessing they like go around the corner or like warp, because they can't see him.
Right.
They hear the gunshots, they can't see him. But it goes around the corner slow, and then speeds up, hits into him.
Does he shoot like? Does he actually shoot 1,000 bullets, or is it like a stand thing?
Like a illusion, magic.
Or just like he's.
It's definitely his stand because he calls it. What's he call it? What's the name of it? It is. It is Glory Days, Eric. He shoots his stand Glory Days.
I'm assuming all these hella boys, Christian, got that southern draw.
I mean, they might. Eric. There might be Southern oil baron kind of deal. But yeah. So, shots are fired. Parko blocks.
They're spitting in his skin already, so you assume that he's gonna bounce him off.
He's gonna bounce back with some vibration shit.
Now, Parko, the hands of the crew, Christian.
Parko, the big man, Eric.
Look at that CQC action.
He does all the action, Eric. Right. We forgot to mention that we did see a little glimpse of Mr. Howler stand in the corner
while he's smoking on the floor.
While he's freaking out, the stand's out. This
has happened to me once before, Christian, when I was a child.
That's right. So he definitely knows about the rock. He knows how it works, and it's happened to him before. The flow, I noticed a movement, Eric. A flow, a change in the.
I'm sure there's going to be a flashback of him being a poor kid and he finds the rock.
And the KKK might be involved.
Sure.
As it was in part 6. Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, that is
It's such
the
a
chapter.
fucking weird flashback.
Hey man,
It's one of the strangest flashbacks of all time.
it's about hatred, Eric. It's about hatred, about
But it
violence.
meanders, it goes nowhere, it comes back with snails.
I mean, shout out to snails, Eric.
Terrible. Horrible. He's like a twin brother. I can't fucking remember the details.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
Don't worry about that. But yes, another chapter at the back. You got content this week, Eric. This is definitely 3 chapters worth of content.
We like to see the plot moving forward, Christian. I don't. Again, the first arc is weak, but I
We're
like
building
this,
the characters.
I like this hailer section, Christian.
You like the hailer, man. You like the cabal, the villains. We're getting some fights,
Right.
bullets,
Interesting.
a situation. We're gonna kill Yasugi. Comedy. Good big character, Eric.
Intriguing plot details, Christian.
You see, Araki, you know,
See,
Foo
Christian,
Fighters-
this is what I. You don't have to go big in the mangas.
No.
We're talking about bankruptcy. We're talking about bank. Yeah, we're talking about the bank.
Land
we're talking
rights.
about land rights. But it's all interesting content. It's intriguing. Who's the villains? What's the play? What's the character interaction? The geopolitical status of these things, Christian. You could see the senators getting involved in this plot because they want the land for their.
That's right.
It all mixes together. You don't need to go big.
No.
Just a little dispute over some land, as seen in Yakuza 0, Christian.
Okay. Yakuza 0.
Like all the gangs are fighting over this tiny square of land, Christian. This tiny alleyway, with billions of yen.
Why is it with Bills again?
Because it's like a specific section for fucking.
Some red light shit.
No, it's like if you own the land, then like
You're on the turf.
you like have jurisdiction over this specific area. I can't remember the details.
Shout out.
As Yakuza goes, alright, and then it gets to like the end of Act 2 and start of Act 3, and you're like, I don't fucking.
Too many characters.
Too many factions and characters and details. It's in Japanese and you're reading subtitles. You're like, alright.
There you go.
Similar to Araki.
Land rights. What do you rate this chapter?
Good chapter, 8 out of 10 chapter.
8 out of 10 chapter. I do like the introduction of what seems to be the main villain right at the start. Because the main criticism of Part A, where the fuck is the main villain?
Right.
It took Araki way too long to introduce. And then it was like, oh, it was just some guy. In the
How do you
background.
feel about him being specific about lava?
Well, you know, it's the blood of the earth, Eric.
Right. Because he goes rock. And they know what. It seems like there's a difference between rocks and lava rocks. Like the
Yeah.
lava rock's significant.
Yeah.
And the color and we could get the super obsidian one.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah. All interesting stuff, some new characters, we're pushing the plot forward, we're gonna have seems like a decent stand fight. Hopefully. Like,
I want to see JoJo evolve the stand in this fight. We've seen how he deals with situations. Now we want some evolution in the stand, Eric.
right.
Because Dragoda can't really. What's Dragoda's stand gonna do? It's the healer. It's the tech. It's a tech.
This is the issue. This is the issue with the crew.
Too many
They're
tech
all
stands.
tech and one Parker's beef.
Parker's all beef. Parker's just straight up close range power.
I'm sure he's got like a shotgun maneuver
where he like punches a million
muscle,
times.
Or
Yeah.
like gear 4, like tenses his wrist
And then like
off.
fucking
Like
blasts.
the cannon situation.
Yeah.
But they're all tech fighters. Can Dragoda do damage?
Yusuke's stand is fucking
He's got a
useless.
little knife though. He'll cut you up.
He'll cut you out, but his stand is fucking useless,
Right.
alright? Unless he can like pull out a gun out of his ass. I don't know.
Unless he can do like
Concepts.
concepts, he can pull
The
concepts.
sun. I wish for the sun.
Or like just duplicates your despair or some bullshit.
shit like that,
Or
yeah.
time, or,
Yeah.
and then he folds time back over itself, and then it
Sure,
skips
sure.
time. Some bullshit like that.
Sure.
It's possible. It's JoJo.
When is Jodio gonna evolve from, rain dance into water gun?
We're gonna do some very specific research on rain droplets. Because Araki's gonna pull some nonsense out.
I just want to see him do a water gun. That's what I want to see right now. Just like work out how to do a water gun.
Will Joe do a snail vibration?
Oh my god!
Rainbow situation?
Please.
Because that it could go there where he
could go to
creates
weather.
an illusion.
It could go to weather.
Yeah, he creates like an illusion with the water,
Sure. The heaviness of the rain,
the frequency,
the light reflection of the rain. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all possible. Araki's man. He'll just make up stuff, science as well, if he wants to.
Sure. There you go. There's a chapter. Next month.
Stand fight.
We'll see how this one goes. We'll see how we get out of this one.
Yeah. Stand fight.
How strong are Shanks?
Right.
Every week we come to the question of how strong is Shanks. And every week we answer, Shanks is stronger, Shanks is a god king. But there are still people out there
Bums.
saying Kaido top 1.
No.
There are still people out there saying Dragon's the strongest.
The Dragon.
Still people out there still say BB is the strongest after he got
He's sloppy.
slopped up by Beppo. The man just doesn't like pain. I'm gonna be honest. He does take double damage.
Punishment King.
There are people out there who think sweatiest man on the planet, Akainu, the man who will return fire at some point. I'm still waiting, okay.
Still looking at the
Pizarro ain't doing it. Alright? You made the order. Pizarro said no.
Pizarro wants to go to Wano, Christian. Now it's a problem.
Because Uncle Punk, Eric.
Right.
Uncle Punk. He wanted all the smoke, but then he realized he had to do bad things in the Marines.
Why did he volunteer? Did he volunteer to go to a kid?
I doubt it. It's his unit, so he has to go clean up the business.
It would have been funny if Greenbull was in this arc and Luffy just packed him up.
I mean, we would love to see it. But Eric, there are people out there who think Amu's the strongest. The man screaming out for Joy Boy. On his knees, shaking.
Sweating, half
wheeze.
Or dead.
Eric, no top villain, no villain has ever done this. Just because a guy showed
He wasn't even there.
Even when Kaido had PTSD, he's not shaking on the floor, screaming. Oh, dead.
Well, he kind of screams a lot.
But he got damaged, Eric.
Right.
It's different. He didn't start screaming "Oh, dead" when he felt Odin's haki that Enma, Eric. Did he?
No.
And there are people out there, Eric, the worst of them all, the sword suckers, Eric.
Right.
The people out there think Mayhawk's the strongest. But they're all incorrect. Every week we make 100% factual information.
Facts.
This is evidence is. Says you're so strong. When he feels a movement, Eric, happening, he goes and one-shots that shit.
Clean individual.
He goes and takes care of business immediately. When he feels there's a movement going on. Shakes the shoulder, shakes the go king.
Topic of the show.
There's this dumb Twitter debate going on, Eric.
What? I haven't seen. What?
Choreography.
Yes.
Manga versus anime. Obviously two different mediums. Obviously two different things.
Yes.
Right? One, action in panel form takes up so much time. Action in animation form takes up no time. That's the first difference.
Yes.
So of course you can pad an episode of an anime with
hands.
choreography and hands, because it literally takes zero time. It takes a lot of animation time. We're talking about runtime.
Right.
If you want to do hands, detailed
pages and pages,
detailed paneling, pages and pages of choreography, you won't finish it. It'll be going for too long. It'll get boring. No one wants to actually read the motion to motion movements.
Right.
Right? All hands literally comes from the anime. The manga never exists. Look at the Dragon Ball Z hands. With the flurry punches and shit. The combos where we actually get some damage and get some hits in there.
The meteor combos.
The meteor combos. Excelente. Excelente, Eric. But the anime and the manga are different because they're different mediums.
And Toriyama does 3, 4, 5 movements in one panel.
Sure. But again, it's still not the anime.
Right.
People only remember fights in anime. No one remembers a fight in manga. 0 people, Eric, remember the fights in the manga.
This is true.
Because fights very hard to draw in manga format. What do you choose, what do you not choose? What actions are important? How many motions do you want? How many exchanges do you have before it gets stale? You can only draw a punch and a kick, whatever.
Right, you can only do fake Wing Chun for so long in a manga, Christian.
But in anime form,
you do it
hype as fuck.
Right.
Hype as fuck, Eric. Of course. So I think you would know this.
What?
I think fights in manga form are overrated. You know why? Because the anime was always better.
You need the manga needs hype moments.
You need hype moments. I'm talking about the choreography. The choreography in manga form almost doesn't matter. It's almost always about the hype and the key moments. We're basically stringing combos together to give dialogue and story.
Right.
And then you get a hype moment, big flash attack, big combo, you finish the fight. The choreography itself in the manga doesn't really matter.
It just has to be clear.
Clear. Yeah.
And it's good if you dictate how characters fight with their movements and stuff.
Sure. But again, the anime always makes it better.
Of course. Alright.
Just wanted to say that.
Questions? A few questions from the people. Just before we get to the questions. How do you feel about Araki's background stuff in this chapter?
What do you mean?
I feel like we lose where we are. Sometimes. I know we're in a hospital, but where are the holes at? I feel like Araki doesn't have a distinct, he doesn't do distinct landmarks in backgrounds, so you just get kind of it becomes this nebulous area. If that makes sense.
I guess we're kind of in a little fucking hallway nook kind of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not in an important area, you would say. So I don't think it's like a hospital parking lot.
His background's a detail, and there's a few panels of just nothing behind characters.
Sure,
which is fine.
but weird.
And some speed lines, which is alright. But there's nothing wrong with how the backgrounds are drawn. I just feel like there's no distinct landmarks in the backgrounds to tell us where we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you did a big, I don't know, a fucking
sign or whatever,
or a ornament or something that's heavier black, because Araki doesn't really do blacks. A lot of shading, never really heavy blacks.
Sure. Yeah.
So I feel like things kind of get lost in the grey tones.
Okay.
But that's a little thought there.
Okay.
Question
from Easy. Why haven't you asked Will Hug for food to join you on stream? I don't know who this man is.
I don't know this is a Discord thing, so
I don't know who this man is.
It's probably young or something. Or dark.
It's someone. From opposite barrier. Many questions. Do you think the Akahela is the main villain? Mr. Howler, is he the main villain?
There might be a patriarch, Christian, an old man,
an old oil man,
right?
With a cowboy
father
hat
or something.
It's possible, but
this dance, but
sure.
His flashy son spending all the money.
Sure,
could be, but I think I like the Howler group being the main villain. Unless we start getting to congressmen and
some fucking Metal Gear Assault Revenger and shit. with like Senator
But
Armstrong.
I like where we're going.
Yeah. What is Glory Days' ability? Also, Glory Days is a fire stand move.
Stand name.
Stand name. I guess it's like teleporting bullets or like curving bullets or something.
Do you think Araki's gonna throw another optical illusion?
I mean, you can see the indents they hit.
Yeah, and they got that like slow time.
There's like some
bubble
time movement
effect.
shit about them. They're slow and then they speed up.
And he's disappeared.
So I think they're around the corner and they're doing like it's like a remote bullet kind of thing. I don't know, something like that.
Right.
What kind of stand evolution is Jordeo could get? Personally, I would like a heavy weather type thing with range increase especially, and give it a wacky effect. He basically just said, "Give me the snails."
We don't want this.
We don't want the snails. Harvested, you don't want the snails.
Well, like Chris and I talk about all the time, just give him spin and have him shoot water.
Or do do a water gun. Maybe you could do some hydroelectric shit.
Yeah,
Could do many options.
Because right now he's just raining water on people.
It's just a watering can.
Could we control the water somehow and make a water suit? A water stand, Christian?
Well, it's very specific. It only shoots down or where the stand user is. It's very specific at the moment. Let's get some evolution. Let's get November Rain Act 2. You know?
I feel like... Do we feel like he's not going to evolve in this fight, though?
He might. That might be fucked.
How do the stands usually evolve? Are they...
In dangerous peak moments.
Is it random or is it like end of act situations?
It'll be like, you know, classic shonen... Haki blooms in the heat of battle type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
But is it at random points in the plot, or is it kind of like...
It'll be like during a fight.
Beat by beat.
It'll be during a fight.
Okay.
It'll just evolve and have...
I feel like we've seen all the possibilities of it already, which is kind of worrying.
We'll see.
I guess it was an issue. It was, like, the thing is with, like, Star Platinum or whatever...
It punches shit.
Which is always cool.
Yeah.
But when you get a technical ability, you want utility.
Sure, we'll get something.
Right.
We'll get something, Eric. 5. If you had a stand, what would your ability be? What would you name it, Eric?
A unique ability. Again, can we just get Rohan's ability? That would help me quite a bit.
I mean, that's not his ability. His ability is not his manga skill.
That's true.
Alright?
I forgot. It's not his mega skill. He just throws ink.
He just throws ink at the paper and it happens. Alright? Because he's the legendary Rohan Kishibe. Alright? You ain't the legendary Rohan Kishibe.
What kind of ability are you looking for, Christian?
What would solve a lot of problems in my life?
I just feel like, again, money is, paramount, I guess. That would solve a lot of issues, but then you'd have to explain where the money came from.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that in real life, Christian. The government wants to know where the money came from.
Maybe that's why Mr. Howler has to buy some real estate, Eric. Alright?
Right.
But, something where I can get more time.
Give me like a duplication ability where I can split myself, or create a clone of myself, so I can do multiple things at the same time.
Okay.
Or what song name would that be? I forgot. This is stretching my limit of music, which isn't very far.
Billie Jean.
Right. Why would it be Billie Jean?
Billie Jean.
Sure, Billie Jean.
Because the child ain't yours, Eric. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What would I have? I would have like an ability where some sort of either more time or more energy. It's like you can store energy and then use it.
You can just say mine, because mine's the...
But then you get into moral quandaries.
No.
Moral quandaries. Who is the real one?
It's like a shadow clone. There's
Yeah,
no
but
real one.
You can't send the shadow clone out to do your business, because then that shadow clone will have relationships. That's not you.
I'd send the Shadow Clone to do
Menial tasks.
the full-time job. And then I'd be doing shit on the side.
But would it be at your skill level I wouldn't learn?
Yes.
See, but then he was the real... And then you could fuse back together, and then you have all that knowledge.
Right. The logistics work in my favour.
Okay, alright, the logistics work. I would say some sort of pocket dimension.
Right.
Where I can go into the pocket dimension, right?
And time is irrelevant.
And time flows at 1/10 the speed, right?
But you don't age.
But you don't. Yeah, it's 1/10 the speed.
And you have infinite energy.
And while in the pocket dimension, you have infinite energy, or some shit, right?
Yeah, but then your computer will run at 1/10 the speed.
No, Eric. It's like imagine the door fruit, right? The door fruit. You go into the door dimension. It's like a pocket layer on the dimension you're already in,
Why
but you're the only
just
one
time
in
be
it.
paused? Why does it have to be slow?
Because if time is paused, then there are many questions about the time being paused.
But when you're in that realm, the outside world is paused. You come back out, the time's started again.
I mean, that's possibility.
Right.
But we're trying to balance... Because if time is paused, though, that means it's infinite. Right? So I could infinitely stay in this realm.
That's right.
And that might be a problem. So I got nowhere to go.
You could get out.
I can get out, but if I stop time, Eric, there's no time limit. You need a time limit. Otherwise, you might go insane. You know what I mean?
And then you doom the world for.
And then what is real, what is not real?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's why. All right. Any other questions, Eric? What questions? My friend is almost caught up to One Piece, and they just watched Kid get demolished by Shanks. We love to see it. What a glorious
Classic.
episode. The actual words were, "Does Kid want to die? It's Shanks. Is he stupid?" You see, this is people who are untainted by Twitter.
Right.
Untainted by the agenda. The full Oda intentions.
They're just not hit with the spin daily.
They're not here with the spin, they understand the narrative.
The coke cushion.
After that episode, I knew what he was thinking. Facing Shanks is like facing Roger. That's what he said, Eric. This is a smart man. Right. This is a smart man. Christy again. Sometimes Araki goes a little too far with the designs. Don't like the holes in the sleeves and the legs. And the Halo guy, Eric.
Reminds me of Fugo a little bit.
A little bit of Fugo, actually.
Right. I'm not a big fan of Araki sometimes with these stupid designs.
Otherwise, I'd be pretty cool design, but it's a step too much. What other designs do you think Araki should redesign in this part?
In this part.
In this part. No, we're not talking about part that fucking
clown.
monstrosity. In part 7.
I don't mind the designs in this part. I'd like some contrast on Parker. I feel like he's all one color, like all white.
He's got a bit of black in the bandana.
He needs maybe give him, I don't know. Yasugi's perfect.
Mr. Tingle.
Just beautiful. I feel like the designs are decent. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with what he's got, like an animal on his shirt or something.
It's the Halo logo on his fucking buckle or whatever.
Yeah, the holes are unnecessary.
Oh, it depends what color it is. If it's the same color as your skin, you're gonna notice.
Right, it's like a weird latex.
Some billionaire shit.
Right.
Yeah. Who knows? What do we got here, Eric? Was having a discussion with a friend, Eric, about One Piece over all JoJo parts. He wanted me to break it down, so I'm going to break it down for you guys. Let me break it down for you, Eric. Romance Dawn to Pirate is equal to JoJo Part 1. I guess so.
If you include Pirate, I'll agree.
Yeah. Island Park to Whiskey Peaks, JoJo Part 2. Little Garden to Alabasta, JoJo Part 3.
I feel like that's generous on One Piece.
Giant to Long Ring Longland, Part 4. He's breaking up the arcs in parts, basically.
But what's the discussion he's having with his friend?
If I were to break up One Piece into parts...
He says One Piece over all JoJo parts. Like, it's better than. So
well, I think it just means the Because he's lining them up in arcs
order.
and part order.
Right.
He's not. Yeah, it's in order.
Okay.
Water 7 2 Thriller Bark, part 5. Subodie Impel Down, part 6. Marineford Punk Hazard, include Marineford and Fishman Island. See, here's the thing. I would go. You would have to mix. Water 7 Endings Lobby is part 5.
Right.
You have to go Thriller Bark. Subodie is part 6, and Amazon Lily to Marineford would be part 7, and then I guess all of New World is part 8. You know what I mean? Or like New World to Wano is part 8, and part 9 is the final saga. I guess that's how you would have to do it. Yeah.
He's also comparing quality.
Why is it in order? I don't know.
Right.
It's very strange to me, Eric.
Let's just address. I agree with the JoJo Part 1 quality assessment.
Eric, a lot of people don't like JoJo Part 1.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. It's not.
According to Mr. Borge, it's horrific.
Along to Whiskey Peak. Along, yeah. I don't know. For me, Whiskey Peak.
It's not really. It's like a pit stop.
Laboon is like.
It's some cool shit.
Right.
This is all being cool.
This is unfair. Oh, Jaya. Do you feel like this is unfair to Part 4?
I think it's accurate. Half of Part 4 is just kind of like filling the weird
Christian,
shit.
we all know I love Part 5, Christian. He's got Water 7 and this lobby and Thriller Bark.
I don't know why Thriller Bark's there. It's kind of doesn't fit.
For me, Part 6 is not good.
But that ending, though.
But Part 6 is not good. I don't want to.
What about the end?
And the more I think about it, Part 6 is not good. The ending is nice, but. Yeah. Alright.
From Chris D. I guess putting off JoJo chapter, so I don't know. I binged 14 to 17 is the reason, but I feel like the best chapters of this part so far, like we actually have some interesting action, and the pacing feels way better. Well, I'll just give it. Araki's given us the content recently.
Right.
We had a few chapters, a little lacking in
From
content.
like 9 to like 14 was fucking weird.
Yeah.
But
There you go. I've been confused at the end of chapter 16 though. How is signing a document, getting the land to them? Because it's a political.
right, it's a political document that the senators signing to
take the land off
back.
Howler, and then eventually it'll get back to them.
Right, because
Because we're gonna take the land
you
off
got to
first.
be a little bit politically savvy to understand it, because
Yeah.
the government owns the land,
and they want it back. Yeah.
and they're taking it off him
Yeah.
for X reasons.
Yeah.
But we don't necessarily know the reasons, but
Well, illegal activity.
yeah.
Yeah.
A government can seize land of anyone anytime if they want to.
Can you react to the One Piece anime? We're not good reactors, Eric. It's just not what we do here. We're not good
You asked
reactors.
it twice.
We can't just scream yo and all that, you know.
Did
It's
you see
time.
Mosh react to the Garth thing?
No,
His mouth was open like a fucking pog meme.
Was he actually excited, or was
Yeah,
he just
like,
being?
oh, yo. He's such a hater, but when he actually watches it,
He just has to be consistent now.
me and the whole chat were harassing him to watch the opening for 40 minutes. And
Why
we're like,
would he watch the opening?
he's like, I don't want to.
Why
I
not?
don't care. I'm like, Moj, do you not like fun?
That's true.
Then everyone started saying you don't like fun, you're a hater. And then he watched it, he's like, alright, I had fun.
Why do you just watch? It's 2 minutes.
He's just a hater.
It's not even 2 minutes. It's 1 minute. I'm not gonna watch
He
it.
doesn't want to engage in content.
He doesn't want to engage in the anime because he made that comment one time.
Maybe he feels too highbrow and serious to enjoy media.
Okay, yeah, he's a
He's a connoisseur of media.
connoisseur of media.
So he's too high and mighty to take any enjoyment out of media.
Yeah. He's like, yo, this is actually good paced, and not shit like all the other
Well, he still
episodes.
got, yeah, well, anyway.
Yeah.
That's it for the show this week. We got some One Piece coming up. A few chapters in a row, apparently.
Give us that batch.
I don't think people understand that we're in the
Dickhead post-arc.
It's gonna be stupid.
We love to see the post-arc. Post-arc always delicious. Shanks demolishing Green Bull. How could we forget? Shanks on the move. Government shit.
Armor, the fucking
Dragon.
weapon.
Blackbeard, everyone. Will Birdscar Man make an appearance? Will Oda start this plot? Because we all know the plot starts in... He starts the plot's going.
Sure.
Will we see the Birdscar Man? That's the question.
Silhouette still for a long time. Oh. We're gonna be in Silhouette land for a few characters.
Fuck me. Just
what
are we doing?
With the Birdscar Man.
Aimu? Question mark?
Secret fucking Holy Knight situation.
I'm convinced he's a Shadow Man at this point. He's emoting on panel.
But like
in silhouette.
Give me the scenario in which Oda thinks it's important enough to give us the full armor design. Because we had Lucia Kingdom Orders.
Unless it looks like someone.
We had him react to Joy Boy.
Unless it looks like someone.
Yeah, but what narrative importance is Oda waiting for to deliver this man's appearance?
Unless he's like a fucking alien.
Because the Joy Boy...
If he's an alien...
Again, Zebek's still in silhouette. Again... Because we finally got the Oda shit in the flashback because we were waiting for the flashback. But I'm a real character.
He's emoting. He's making the declarations. He's on panel. I'm just trying. Big Mom was this kind of a silhouette, and then we got her introduction when the Straw Hats were going towards her. We got to see her. Who was a silhouette for a long time? Oden. In real time, that Oden. Not in real time. He's a dead character. But he was in silhouette for no reason. I'm trying to think of a situation where a character is in silhouette. Green Bull. And then Green Bull. He's introduced when he's about to interact with the Straw Hats. Sure. So I guess that's what Oda does to Aimer when he's about to interact with the Straw Hats. Unless he's a literal alien, I'm gonna say, what the fuck are you doing? You might be a spaceman. That's what I'm saying. Unless he's an alien. Okay, but this... We've talked about this so many times. Ridiculous. It's the Odaisms. He can't help himself. He's just a guy for no reason. But there you go. Shout out who's who. He was no one. Right. Lucci's friend. We're Lucci's rival. Lucci's rival. Good night. Good night.